Oh God, do not talk about the business. We are very versatile when it comes to something you can pass me. Cause you have done quite the box.
What is going on, everybody? xGhostFox here with a long-awaited Pokemon battle against one of my closest friends, James. He's an epic battler, and this is our first battle of the freaking year together. And it meant a lot, had a lot of sentimental value, and it was pretty good, to tell you the truth. And we're gonna have a lot of battles on the next period of 3 weeks, so kind of like a series going on. So let's get into this dope-ass battle real quick. So he's gonna lead with a Swampert as I lead with my freaking Landorus, and I get that Intimidate ability off, and I'm going for a U-turn because 9 times out of 10, you know, your Swampert's gonna want to, if it's a lead, it's gonna want to set up that Stealth Rock. So that's exactly what he does, and I take that opportunity and go into my freaking Politoed so I can get up some rain, so I can make a drizzle on some hose. You know, was life without hose. So as predicted, he goes for the Stealth Rocks, which really does cripple my team because I got a you know, Volcarona. And yeah, gave my Volcarona up. So I go for the Hydro Pump as he goes for the Protect, which does tell me he is a stalling set. I go for the Ice Beam right now because I thought he wanted to go into his you know, Latios or something to counter that. But Swampert kind of counters it pretty well. So he goes for the Toxic, which is pretty gay, and he's trying to stall me out. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch out, go into my Morning Star, so I can freaking, you know, this guy out. You know, the Swampert be getting on my goddamn nerves. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, my Morning Star basically counters his whole entire Swampert, so he's gonna have to, you know, switch eventually. But he's gonna scout out my move, and I should have predicted that I'd use my own Stealth Rock, but it doesn't matter too much because I'm gonna get my Stealth Rock off, you know, next turn. So he ends up switching out, goes into a Shaolin, you know, from Shaolin Showdown. I guess he's that ball guide. I don't fucking know. But I go for the Stealth Rock, and I gotta switch out because this thing is too bad. I go into my Sky Bison, and he predicts it, and he goes for the Ice Beam. That should fuck my day all up. But yeah, he takes my Landorus out, and at this moment I'm just like, oh shiz, I think this game is his. But yeah, that prediction was fatal, very bad prediction by me, but very good by him. So I go into my Volcarona, I do, you know, take freaking Stealth Rocks up the butt. He switches out, going to his Terrakion now. He going down to his Terrakion, predicting me. I know he probably predicted my Quiver Dance, and that showed me, you know, he's freaking Scarf set to your Keon is, you know, it's fucking gay. So I'm just like, what is the reason to keep my Volcarona in the game? So I let him kill my Volcarona with a Rock Slide, so I can fodder it and bring up my Yo Mama. Because I know since he's Scarf, he's gonna have to switch out. And as he goes into a Cerulean, I'm gonna go for that Swords Dance, and I proceed to bring that big bad sweep. Nah, I'm joking, but yeah, I go for the Swords Dance, and I'm gonna go for a Sucker Punch right here, knowing he's gonna want to go for the Sidekick or some retarded move like, you know, Rapid Spin. But it doesn't matter because I Sucker Punch them good, that big damage. But yeah, he goes into his Rebellion after this, knowing he just want to go to EQ, thinking I would Sucker Punch him, knowing that I won't do shit to this thing, and he will get that attack raise. But yeah, I switch out, go to my Morning Star, and I take the Earthquake like a beast, and he's going to want to switch right here because he can't do shit to me, but I predict that bitch not going into his Swampert, and I go for the Thunder Wave. And yeah, I do cripple his Infernape, which was really good because if I didn't cripple this thing in a match, this shit would have been bad. 6-0. But yeah, he goes for the Flamethrower, and it does cut it in half, which really is lucky because that rain be doing some big damage. And so I do get a Leech Seed off, which does take some HP for him. And so yeah, so he's gonna switch right here just in case he gets that Parahax going on and whatnot. He's gonna go into his Terrakion. I'm gonna switch out, go into my Big Boss. And it was a pretty bad play by me. I really didn't know what I wanted to do. I just wanted to switch out my Ferrothorn because it was about to die. And so yeah, I make a double switch right here, go into my Kermit the freaking Frog, and I proceed to take fucking Earthquake. Now basically, I was like, you know, judging by the damage I took from that, after Toxic, I can take another EQ, and that's exactly what happens, which was really fatal. This was the crucial moment in this freaking battle. I do get that freaking that Hydro Pump off, and I do take out his Terrakion, which was the climax of the battle, I would say. My Kermit the Frog bringing it back from the underdog. So yeah, I do take out his Terrakion, and I do die, but it doesn't matter because that shit is gone. That was a raping. That was That was a dig to the ass. That's all that was. But he goes into his boon, and I go into my Ferrothorn, and we both miss, which was like, yo, Doug, what's going on? So he goes for another Focus Blast. He actually gets this one off. He's going to take my Ferrothorn out, and I'm just like, yeah, ain't that the case stuff. But it doesn't matter too much because I wanted this thing to die so I can bring in my big balls. So he can switch because I know my big boss is faster than the spoon. So yeah, he's gonna go to a Swampert, predicting me to go either for the Thunder or the big, you know, Flash Cannon or whatever thing. I should have carried, like, you know, HP Grass, but that would be useless. So yeah, I go for the substitute, and I go for the Flash Cannon. It does absolutely nothing to this freaking Swampert because, you know, Swampert resists this crap. And so he goes for the Scald, proceeding to I don't know. Basically, right now, I gotta play my switches right. If I play them wrong, this thing is gonna be his. I gotta keep this game in my hands right now because I got him basically on the edge of his seat. Because James don't play freaking games, yo. James be raping my ass like it ain't nothing. Like this is jail or something. You know what I'm saying? James ain't a force to play playing with. But yeah, he switches out his Swampert going to his Latios, and it was pretty good for me. He could have really stayed in right here unless he was like scarfed or something, and proceeded to take out my big boss, but he didn't. So basically, I play my, I go for the Thunder. He switches out, I guess, predicting the Thunder. I really don't know what was going on right now. But I gotta play my switches right. And I know he's gonna want to go for the Scald to break my substitute again. But I do make the smarter play and go into my Yo Mama. And this thing, Yo Mama ain't none of your business. And I take this thing out. So no. But he goes for the Scald. I do get my HP back. But it was this is very crucial to the match. I go for the Sword Stance while he switches out his Swampert, goes into his Latios, and this is it. This is where I draw the line. This is where I bring out that big broom. This is where it's done. The done. It's over. So I use that Sword Stance. I use that Sucker Punch. Guess what happened? Latios back. It's over. So right now, basically, Yo Mama just bringing out the big broom, bringing out the big sweep back from the underground. So I took out his Infernape, and basically his last Pokemon is going to be his Swampert. After I take out this Zam. The Zam was really bad in this match because I was afraid the whole entire time this thing was Focus Sash because, you know, those things rape. You know, I get scared of that, but it wasn't. So that was lucky me. So that is a good game, man. Truly good game. We're gonna have a couple more battles. Next battle is gonna be April 1st. Be there. I'm gonna be uploading that battle. Make sure you guys watch it. It was freaking epic. This battle was epic. I'm looking forward to this battle. It's coming up on April 1st. It was pretty badass. This one was pretty close. I thought he was going to rape my ass again, but he didn't. So that is a good game, bro. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. XGhostFox is out. Subscribe. Go.